last time on the letters.
All right, dancers, let's go. Come on out, please.
Wilde and Whitman made a comeback in the race for Roxanne. And when the suitors strutted their stuff on the dance floor, Blake busted a move and was the first suitor to win a dance with Roxanne.
Watch this.
Unfortunately, it was also the last dance for Blake, as Roxanne sent him home. Meanwhile, Whitman's return failed to ignite a spark with Roxanne, and she sent him packing once again. Roxanne was asked to eliminate 3 suitors, but in a final twist, she was given a last-minute reprieve, and she decided to keep Longfellow around. 6 suitors remain to woo Roxanne. Who will win her heart? Good morning, suitors. Hi there. You all look wonderful. Very handsome. We have lots of thrills in store for you yet again today. But first, Roxanne.
Hey, suitors. I can't even tell you how amazing it is to receive these letters. I would define success as really understanding who you are, being true to who you are, and then setting kind of your vision of what you want in life, and then going after it and achieving it.
I've just kind of been wondering what Roxanne is doing, because, I mean, we all have each other to keep company, but who's Roxanne got? I can't even imagine what she's doing all day.
I'm now under the impression that that's Roxanne's goal here, is to find a mate. I think that she was gonna pick somebody a little larger, a little stronger, and a little more physically confident. Blake's a great guy. He is an absolutely fantastic guy. And to be quite honest, I can't wait till this whole process is over and Roxanne and I can go and visit Blake. We're all gonna be very good friends when this is finished. He's an awesome, awesome guy. And I look forward to introducing her to him.
Hopefully I can win the next challenge, get to know her a little, and then she can realize that I'm here to stay and she's gonna make a good choice by keeping me in.
Good luck on your 6th field task. My advice to you is to keep in mind what I have a taste for.
Suitors, please say hello to Martina. Hello. Gentlemen, Martina's here today because she's going to give you some tips of the trade. She's going to show you how to mix that perfect drink.
I'm going to teach you how to make a martini. Martinis are usually thick and strong, and they're, to the point. There's also cocktail ingredients here which you could use, so that's up to you what you'd like to use. But I'm going to teach you the Red Dog Rescue. Any martini, you chill the glass first. Good shaker, do that. And then you need your base ingredient. This calls for vodka, yet I'm topping it up with apple schnapps, just a splash of juice. Shake, dump that out. Try to rim your glass with all the liqueur. Blue liqueur. Next is a raspberry liqueur, and garnish with a cherry. This is one of my favorite drinks as well.
Gentlemen, you're going to make your special drink, and then Martina is going to judge the best one based on taste, presentation, the original name that you're going to give your drink, style, and of course, heart. Are those directions clear? You're ready to start mixing some drinks? Woo! Shelley, you're up. Now, tell me what you're going to be looking for here to judge the most amazing drink.
Well, if I was the lady that they were trying to impress, I'm going to go by flavor. I'm going to also look at the appearance and then the effort. Anyhow, I'm going to have a sip or two.
Leave you to it.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Pretty Girls Make Me Emo.
Congratulations, Baudelaire.
First one for you,
I didn't have a clue what I was doing back there. It was just blind chance that I managed to win the meeting with Roxanne. This is a little bit of speculation on the part of the other suitors, and we're all very curious because you have such a deep, beautiful, sexy voice.
These guys have no idea what's in store for them.
Roxanne, the winner of today's challenge is Baudelaire. Baudelaire, you may say hi to Roxanne.
Howdy, Roxanne.
Hi, how are you?
I am exhausted. How about you?
Me too.
Well, hopefully you won't be so exhausted as to ask each other a couple of questions. That's what we're here for. Roxanne, it's your turn to ask one of your questions.
Okay. I want you to pretend that you are a friend of yours and you are selling me on why I should date you. What would your friend say to me?
Well, my good buddy Baudelaire, he's got integrity, and he doesn't treat this as a contest, and you're by no means a prize. Baudelaire just wants you to know who he is and to make the decision that's best for you. This is a little bit of speculation on the part of the other suitors, and we're all very curious because you have such a deep, beautiful, sexy voice. Are you a smoker?
No, I am not a smoker.
Now, Roxanne, I have a gift for you from Baudelaire. Here you are.
Thank you.
The gentlemen were asked in their field challenge today to create a drink in honor of you, and Baudelaire won this challenge.
Well, the name of this drink is called Pretty Girls Make Me Emo. And the reason for that was it was mostly a shout out to my kids back home, my youth group back home.
Very good. It was a lovely drink. It tasted like cranberries, like a crantini kind of. And so it was very well done. It tasted great. And he had some meaning behind the title of the drink. And so that was kind of neat that he named it after something to do with his youth group. So that, showed a lot about him.
Meeting Roxanne was a little bit nerve-wracking at first, but you just set this nervousness aside and you sit down and just be yourself. I mean, it sounds so cliche, but that's really all you can do.
Gentlemen, we've invited romance novelist C.J. Carmichael to help get you in the mood for this writing challenge. But one of you will not benefit from this help. Each of you are being asked to vote off one suitor who you would like to see excluded from this advice session. I would ask you to write the name of the suitor you would like to see leave.
Shelley, I have 2 L's. Hate you, especially hate you.
For a show about romance, you got a lot of hating. Your own name.
Yeah, it's gonna be unanimous, I'm sure, yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. See you guys later, yeah.
We know you don't need the help.
Yeah. But what else are they gonna do? Given the option to handicap one player, obviously they have to choose me. You gotta, put your strongest competition down a peg.
Like, who else would we have picked, really? As a group, it's 5 against 1. or 9 against 1, or 2 against 1. It's always like he's always going to be the one. He's the showboating jackass.
C.J. Carmichael is an award-winning romance author who's penned more than 20 novels. Her heartwarming books feature memorable love stories, complete with a happy ending.
Any kind of love scene in a romance novel is always about more than sex. It is really focused on the relationship between the man and the woman. They are tales of seduction. They are slowly pulling you in. The sense of anticipation is very important in a romance novel. And every scene, no matter how short, there has to be some reason why these characters are together and trying to work towards something.
These guys have no idea what's in store for them. Thought I could write before? Wait till you see this. I dream romance stories. I have a shower I get out, there's romance stories dripping off of me. Obviously, I gotta be in the lead. Obviously, I gotta be ahead of these guys in their minds because why else would they single me out? A unanimous vote? Give me a break.
When I'm writing a scene, I'm always writing from a certain character's point of view. And that really grounds you when you think about whose point of view are you going to write the scene from. So if it's the hero, you want to really imagine that you're in his shoes when you're writing this scene. What is he seeing? What is he feeling? What is he thinking?
Thank you very much, CJ. That was wonderful.
A pleasure.
Warm round of applause. Welcome back, Shelley. Good to have you back. Uh-oh. And the divide begins.
Remember what Roxanne said about forgiveness?
Yeah, love's off. You can forgive me later.
So now, gentlemen, that you're all fired up, I'll tell you that you have 60 minutes to write 1 to 2 paragraphs of a hot or not, but definitely steamy and romance love scene. Be hot, be sexy, be steamy. Have fun.
I don't think I wanted to make it too steamy. I tried to keep it tense. I tried to you know, like the instructor said there, to give a conflict and why these two people, you know, can't get together to build up that passion. And I think the way it ended too, it just really left you with a feeling of romance.
I just wanted Roxanne to realize that, you know, it's, I'm grassroots and that's where the hat comes from, but that's not all who I am, and I'm a pretty diverse individual. I didn't want to sound like a hick. I come from Hickville. I don't live there anymore.
I've just come to just put down the first thing that comes to mind. There's very little time for deep thought. If it works out, then that's fantastic.
A night of aerobic sex was not in the cards tonight. I didn't know if I could say sex on the air.
The writing assignment today was to write a romance scene. So I think you'll have a lot of fun writing back to the suitors.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think this will be really interesting. I'm really excited to read them.
Interesting, or?
Maybe just getting a little bit more intimate and so a little bit more exciting. So
Today, Roxanne received 2 gifts, one from Baudelaire and one from Shelley.
The romance story I wrote was science fiction, and my gift to Roxanne is one of my very favorite science fiction novels. So I thought it would be appropriate today to couple the two.
it's obviously a science fiction book. I haven't read it before, but you know, so nice that he would share that with me.
If she doesn't get it, then she doesn't need to get it, and that's okay. If she does get it, then her and I are going to get along just fine, and we'll be able to do a whole another show about how happy we are.
When I was young, I had a windsurfing incident. As I slipped under the water, a boater saw me go under. As he carried my lifeless body from his boat, this medallion snapped off his necklace and was trapped in my wetsuit. I never learned his name nor heard of him again. It marks for me the day that God looked down on me and said, "Not yet, young man, I have a plan for you," and he sent me an angel. When the suitor is vulnerable with me and they give me a piece of their soul or a piece of their experience, then we have a kind of a personal connection that I can relate to, that then we have a bond that we can kind of take further.
He gazed up at the massive solar sail propelling his rickety craft. Its shimmering surface betrayed the empty blackness of deep space. 9 months ago, Chuck had been craving the solitude of this journey, but now, for the first time, he was anxious to get back home.
The lights were dim, soft music was playing, and there were candles on every table. Roxanne looked brilliant. Her shoulder-length hair looked smart as it laid against her face. She always had that look of being simple, yet her eyes gave you the notion of sophistication.
Percy slid to the end of their king-sized playground and took one tired, throbbing foot between his hands. He was strong and his grip felt both professional and passionate. He knew exactly where to squeeze to get her blood flowing. His thumbs pressed hard into the soles of her feet, and Roxanne sighed with approval. She knew where this was going and couldn't decide which was better, the journey or the destination.
A night of aerobic sex was not in the cards tonight, so obviously I'm a very sexual, physical person, which I am as well. And so I was really, like, I talk about connection, like this is connection. This I connect very well with this.
Sam Coleridge walked off the football field, and there she was. Roxanne, one of the physiotherapists for the team, was fixing up a tape job on one of Sam's teammates. It was halfway through the second half. His team was down by 6 points. One touchdown and they win. She looked up and saw him. Their eyes locked and all the noise and pressure melted away. All Sam could think about was wanting to take her in his arms and never let her go.
It brought up memories of me watching my exes playing soccer or hockey and just watching them, and it's like they're out there and they're like skating or doing their sport and you're watching them and you're so proud of them, and it just made me smile and it made me really happy, and so it touched me in some way.
In the previous Dear John, Roxanne was struggling with eliminating not one, but 3 suitors. Given a last-minute reprieve, she decided to keep Longfellow around. But now, Roxanne must bid farewell to 2 suitors instead of 1.
We're gathered here this morning, as you know, to find out who Roxanne has invited to stay and who she has chosen to leave. Wild. Shelley, please approach the table.
If I had to pick somebody, I think it would be Shelley. I think he's just trying to get what he wants out of being smooth, out of being a good talker. I know some people like that, and it works when they can pull it off.
Coleridge. Burns, please approach the table.
Coleridge, he's stiff competition for me. He's a very thoughtful, very intelligent man. And I don't want him around anymore. I love the guy like a brother, but I don't think that that I can have him here and succeed with as wide a margin as I want to.
Longfellow, Baudelaire, please step forward.
We're coming down to the wire, and it's all or nothing.
So I was just a little bit kind of nervous by that. So I'm pretty sure with my gut and how I feel. And so I'm pretty confident in my decision.
The time has come. All those who have been asked to stay, please take your place by the fire.
You could always misinterpret anyone's writing, no matter how truthful it is. So it's pretty hard to say, I know her, I'm getting to know her, and it's starting to feel like we're actually kind of just friends writing letters, and it's less about kind of trying to sell yourself. I always think I could be one of them. I don't know anything about Roxanne, so If she doesn't like me, that's fine.
And will the Dear Johns please remain standing? Baudelaire, Longfellow, your journeys end here. I congratulate you both on making it this far. Pack up your things and leave the Kicking Horse Mountain Resort. Gentlemen, goodbye.
Dear John, thank you for your cute and witty letter as well as your gift. You made me smile, and for that I thank you. When I was with you today, I did not connect with your energy. The answers to my questions were great, but I'm looking for a little bit more. In addition, it seems as though you are being guided in a fairly religious direction, which is so great, and I would consider myself spiritual, but not necessarily in the traditional sense. Thanks for being part of this journey with me, Roxanne.
Yes, I'm a religious zealot, Bible thumper. I think she's a church-going girl, but we don't share the same view of the world.
I want a spiritual man that's peaceful and kind and all those things, but not, hardcore religious, a little bit more open. So I was just a little bit kind of nervous by that. Dear John, I was touched by everything you've done and shared with me, and obviously with the other suitors as well. I can tell from your writing you are educated, mature, and have an enormous heart, but I just don't feel a romantic connection through your writing. Without meeting you, I can feel you are a special soul. Good luck and take care, Roxanne.
I can be a little bit more open now. I've been single for quite some time and just having trouble sharing. And I believe now that I can maybe share a little bit more, I can express myself a little bit more, and maybe I won't be so afraid.
Really great romantic writing. It's just not me. The words he chooses, the things that he's saying is something I wouldn't say or I wouldn't do.
Next time on The Letters, rediscovering the art of courtship. The suitors take a big leap for love, both on the range and on the page.
If you can honestly portray your emotion, then you're doing your job as an artist, as a poet.
Meanwhile, Roxanne faces one of her toughest decisions yet when she eliminates one more suitor, leaving the final three to compete for her heart.